welcome back to my channel. I'm Sharon at Pure Conveyancing. Today we're going to talk to you about exchange of contracts. Now this relates to New South Wales contracts. So when we do an exchange, what is it? Who does it? When does it occur? Okay, so the exchange of contracts occurs when both parties have signed the contract, so the vendor and the purchaser. And what the exchange is actually literally the contracts exchanging with each other. So the legal representatives would retain those contracts for each and then swap the contracts. This is, of course, when everything has been agreed upon in the sale process, this occurs. So once the exchange takes place, then it's dated. We date the contract as soon as it's exchanged. That's called the contract date. So the contract date is a specific date of when it was exchanged, and then the contract conditions would come from that date. For instance, if you have a 5 business day cooling off period, so then the cooling off period would start from the contract date. I've got another video on cooling off, so I won't discuss that right now, but if you're not sure what the cooling off is, please revert to that video. I'm talking about exchange today. So when the exchange takes place, we then proceed to settlement. Now the contract can't be exchanged unless the full deposit that's agreed upon in the contract has been paid by the purchaser. So if there's a real estate agent involved, then it generally goes to the real estate agent's trust account, or it can go to the PEXA holding account, or it might go to either legal representative's trust account. So that needs to be confirmed to be paid before exchange takes place. It's very important. Your real estate agent may choose to exchange the contract themselves. A little bit of caution here. I like to oversee that quite well. Make sure they're using the correct updated contracts. Contracts do expire, as in, well, the dates can change in the general conditions that we use, and that has happened. There have been recent cases of contracts not being able to be met. They've been terminated, and that's because old contracts were used. So it's very important that the real estate agent, if they're going to exchange the contract, all legal representatives need to be aware what contract version they're using and oversee the process. If you're going to be involved in that, and a real estate agent, and they say they're going to exchange the contract in New South Wales, then I would suggest that you contact your legal representative straight away, because if something goes wrong in the exchange process, it can be very costly and you don't want that. Now, if the purchaser has signed the contract but the vendor hasn't signed the contract, well, it's not exchanged then, because both contracts haven't been swapped and have completed the exchange. So if the purchaser has signed the contract, even paid the deposit, the vendor hasn't signed the contract and we haven't exchanged, the vendor is not obligated to continue with that sale. They may have a more attractive offer from another purchaser, and you might have heard the term gazumping. It's a situation that we all don't want to be in, because there are very disappointed people when that occurs, obviously. So we hopefully avoid that situation. But when you've got a hot market and you've got purchasers that have signed contracts of sale, the vendor hasn't exchanged yet because they haven't signed and sent the contract to the purchaser, they may have a choice of a couple of contracts that they may decide to sign. They only have to sign one, and then the one that they choose to exchange is the exchange. Please remember, it's very important to get your own legal advice when you're exchanging contracts. You need to have a good legal representative. I'd be happy to help you, and if you've got any questions, then let me know. My details are below. I'll be happy to help you with your exchange of contracts. Don't forget to subscribe, so click the button below, and also while you're there, give me a thumbs up for the video. I appreciate your feedback. Thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you soon in other videos. Goodbye for now.